2 double ups like each round. So people went so conservative on the double ups and you had to make it to go to the next one, and like even the same trick like won every year. So I just wanted a format to where you didn't get penalized for falling. And I wanted a winner take all. I didn't want like a second place. So where people were going to be sandbagging or trying to throw a different trick to try to get second, because you don't get nothing for second here, so you gotta throw it down.
You got 15 minutes to go out there and, you know, land possibly what you want to be is the best double up you've ever landed.
It's not really something you can practice for because it's just a huck fest.
Hucking the biggest stuff that you can and seeing what happens.
You're probably going to see some of the biggest crashes that you'll see in a season. And some of the best tricks thrown down.
Bonifay oversees every aspect to make sure the details all live up to his legendary name. That includes sending a specialty offer they simply can't refuse.
I got my invite in the mail a couple days ago for the Parks Double or Nothing contest.
We did like this briefcase type thing, came with like a cigar, a box of matches, more poker chips.
This secret message in here, which I can't even show you guys, it's that secret of what to expect and what's going on.
They had like a message where I like told them about the double up contest, and you just hit this little button and there's like a little recording of me came on.
Sweet.
Got the Parks Double or Nothing coming up, and really excited to be a part of it. I know those guys are going to be throwing down, going huge, and I'm going to go out there, get a few hits before the big day, see what happens. Try some stuff I haven't tried before.
After some warm-ups, Atkinson slips into the zone of trick mastery. For his part, he's ready to unload a difficult heel mode 5, which makes him an indispensable part of the program. Hitting the takeoff blind, grabbing, inverting, and spinning 540, it's only been landed 3 times before. Being a competitor helps Atkinson to enjoy contests, but that's not why he's here.
Wakeboarding just makes you kind of forget about everything else. Everything else just kind of slips away. It's just such a fun thing to do. First time I tried heel mode 5 that I tried today, I haven't even hit it. It's just exhilaration. I mean, you can't even put it in words.
We'll see if he can nail it during his 15 minutes.
I wanted to make sure Andrew came because he won Worlds last year, really had a good year last year. Rusty MALINOSKI, he's going to be killing this year, and he had a great year last year too.
Called me at like 10:30 last night. Parks was like, all right, you're in.
I told him to come out because after watching Brian in Orlando, I figured he does a hillside 9 in a contest, he should come do one in mine.
So I made sure I wasn't late.
Each rider can pick their driver because it's pretty important to have your own driver and your own custom double ups, whether you want rights, lefts, whatever. And it's open lake, so pretty much the driver can drive anywhere he wants on that lake to do as many double ups as he can in 15 minutes. So, and it's biggest air and best trick.
With running order to decide, numbers 1 and 13 are drawn.
Here's the first person. Haha. It's an Aussie. Daniel Watkins. Breaking the ice.
While those remaining work off their roll of the dice.
I am going 8.
Let roll. Roll.
I'm hot on 11s. I'm hot on 11s.
Roll big, man.
Wow. Of course he rolls a double.
$3,000 to best trick, $3,000 to biggest air, and they get a brand new Honda XR50.
13 world-class riders are ready to huck themselves with reckless abandon in an old-time family hoedown known as Parks Double or Nothing.
Froggy grew up riding here, Eric Ruck grew up riding here. There's a lot of guys who've been out here since they were younger and really matured here, so especially me. So it's pretty cool to come back here and get back out on the water and reminisce a little bit.
Pretty much you pick your driver, you pick your line wherever the water's good. You got 15 minutes, unlimited, as many double ups as you can go for. There's no fall limit. It's a pretty much no bull contest, and you can go for whatever you want. pretty much one of the only times that you'll see people go out there and charge it that hard for that long with pretty much no, utter abandonment for life and limb.
First to break the wake for best trick is Aussie Daniel Watkins, though it looks like the wake may break him. Watkins punctuates his turn with an intimidating double back roll, leaving this game's high-stakes nature in plain view. Gator takes on his kin along the lake's far side as fans and competitors man boats for a front row seat. Eric Lutgert proves you don't have to land to count the hang time. All judging is by riders who scrutinize the footage shot by Shane Bonifay and his Pointless Productions.
Biggest error is actually a count of frames. We just, put it on stop and just go 1 frame by the time they leave the wake. 1 frame, 2 frame, 3 frame, 4 frame, and it's anywhere from, it's up into the 30s, 40s, maybe even 50 frames or whatnot. This is the second year, so everybody's really pumped. Last year it went off perfect, so we're hoping it goes off the same way. I get to get in this boat. All right, man. All right.
Getting ready to be ferried out to the competition site. Rusty Malinowski, any advantage not getting to see the riding over there, or you wish you were on top of the action?
I tell you the truth, JB, I wish I was out there watching get Snoke on, everyone else trying different things, going real big.
15 minutes worth of double ups, man. It's going to seem like an eternity out there. If you had to pick, 2 or 3 top moves that you're going to be going for, the ones that are going to score for you, what are you looking at?
I'm going for biggest air. I'm going to spend probably half time on biggest air, and I'm going to try blind 9.
Right off the boat, a hopeful Malinoski goes for the heel side 900. But the wake took its toll.
Hit a backside 7, was going for the 9. Got close a couple of times, didn't happen. Did a few big tail glides for the big air. Don't know if it'll hold up. There's still a lot of riders to go.
A guy who we're all pretty familiar with from the competition scene, Chad Sharpe. He's been known to go huge off of double ups.
Dude, winner of the biggest air last year. He's got that in his bag of tricks. He rode awesome last weekend in the Pro Tour stop, so he could pretty much be in there for any category.
Check 1, right to the sun. Sharpe is strictly focusing on floating the longest hang time. Right to the sun.
Yet another fresh face out here, the defending world champion, Andrew Atkinson. What is he going to be bringing to this unique double-up contest?
I think we can see a new trick out of him. He's been doing that really laid-out nose grab back mode. I think he's going to be trying to take that to 5 today to take the cake.
Atkinson attacks with a fresh mode 5. Gets it. Then turns to pushing the sport with the elusive 1080. It's the trick that's won over snowboard half pipes. Wakeboarders have the handle to pass and a smaller takeoff, but with 900s more common, 1080s aren't far off. Not making his, Atkinson is still thrilled with what he stuck.
Even though it ends up, I'm just pumped because I've never did that before, Didn't even try it till yesterday, dude. This got me to do it.
I know, I'm glad you stuck it, dude.
Oh, man.
All right, Nick, we're going to get the chance to watch the SWAT spinner, Shawn Watson. He's up next.
Yeah, I would think if anybody should be in that, or could be in that contention for doing the big spins and 9s and 10s, it would definitely be Watson.
Unable to land his 9, Watson feels the pressure and leaves the 1080 to the rest.
It's a double or nothing, so I had to go for it, or nothing. So
close but no cigar.
Close but no cigar.
Nick, Parks Bonifay, it's his event, but it's not that he just puts events together. He is the man. He's hit some of the most technical double ups. He's a little bit wounded. What effect's that going to have on Parks Bonifay here in his run?
He rode for the first time in like 3 months for the Pro Tour last weekend. He's going for it. He's probably going to be trying 10s. He's the only person ever to land a 1080, and that's pretty much, he set the gauntlet with that like over 5 years ago. Still holds the record there, but you know what? Like you said, it's his event. You can guarantee that he's going to go out there and really try to bust it.
Wounded or not, Parks Bonifay, he's at the top of the double-up game. He's coming at you right now at his old home on Lake Alfred.
Bonifay's idea of giving his blown knee a break is by hunting down big air. We're not done doubling yet, even with far-out boosting by Malinoski. Sharpe. Ryder and Bonifay. Plus, Atkinson landing his brand new trick. There's still a revolution left to land, and the loser gets fed to the locals. Just kidding. Pro wakeboarders have the 1080 in mind when the Parks Double or Nothing Double Up contest pays out for winners.
Bonifay is truly serving as our host. We're down here at your camp on Lake Alfred. How much arm twisting did it take for you to entertain this party here today?
Well, a little twisting, but not much. Parks likes his hometown.
The Parks Double or Nothing has a lived-in feel, with the Bonifays, Ruck, and others marking this territory for Orlando's Pointless Posse.
Betty, of the many faces that have made their way through here in the Lake Alfred area, PHILLIP SOVEN, obviously he was a young kid out here. What do you remember of him in his early days?
Oh, when he first came here, he was here for barefoot lessons.
Betty wouldn't let me wake and barefoot unless I wakeboarded. And I was like really I really wanted to barefoot, so I was like, okay, I'll wakeboard, fine. So I guess it turned out pretty well.
Yeah, and you never say thanks.
SOVEN gets his turn later, but right now, Betty's boy Shane shows whose lake it really is.
All morning I've just been watching boys throw down sick tricks and going huge, so it was crazy. Yeah, I just wanted to get out there and ride, and once I did, you know, hit like 4 things real quick and was just like, wow, now let's try some 10s.
Yeah, you started going for 10s, came close on a couple of occasions. I mean, it looks like it's right there.
I've never felt so comfortable. Like I was just saying to Parks, it was right there. Like I think if I would have had another probably 10, 15 minutes, I probably would have made one.
Nick, he's already off to a banner start here in 2005. Took second at the opening Pro Tour stop. Josh Sanders, a pretty complete rider. He definitely has some game when it comes to double ups.
Without a doubt, last year he landed not 1 but 2 mute heel 9s to win the best trick contest.
It felt more to me than winning, you know, a world title or anything like that. Winning that amongst me peers was like nothing else really mattered after that.
He's burdened with the opportunity to defend his title. Let's check it out right now. Josh Sanders, he's out on the water.
Going for double, defending champ Sanders winds up with nothing. Gators take note.
Possibly the most anticipated ride of the day. It's coming next. It's Danny HARF.
I'm going to go for the 1080 and the cab 900.
I really think that Danny is one of the upper echelon riders in our sport that could be landing a 10 in a day like today with no fall limit. You know, I bet we can see something serious come out of Danny if it's not that 10 in fact.
This time, HARF scores the play of the day, sticking a switch heel side 900. That gives him the confidence to give 1080s a go, with 1 rider left.
As of 10 o'clock last night, the next rider wasn't even invited to the event. There was some rethinking going on. 10:30, PHILLIP SOVEN got the invite. I'm sure he's brought some game down here, wouldn't you think?
He's been trying 10s and, you know, it's coming super, super close. If he's not the next person to do it, there's no hope for anyone.
Rising phenom SOVEN smoothly sets down at 9, then reaches for the 1080 Grail.
Check it out now. Phil just came by the boat, motioning to everybody saying, this is the one, this is the one. Check it out now. Here he's coming in. Switch stance toe side, 1080 attempt. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3. Oh!
The 1080 will have to wait until next year. For now, it's time to string out the video for live judging at the awards, though Parks isn't shy on his picks.
Froggy did a hillside 9 first try, first double up. Andrew Atkins did a tail grab boat 5, that was sick. He's the 4th one ever in history to ever do it. And Danny HARF did a switch hillside 9. And that's pretty sick just because he did a hillside 9 the year before and got second. So it was really close that year. And this year he did a switch. And no one's ever done a switch hillside 9 who can do it regular. I don't know, it's going to be close.
Probably the coolest part for me was getting to see Froggy and Danny almost stick 10s. That's going to be pretty cool when that happens.
What up? We're going to, right now we're going to House of Blues for the awards party for my Double or Nothing double up contest. And we got the cash right here, some drink cups, and we're getting in the limit right now.
Off off to the House of Blues for the lot, where best trick and biggest air will be decided. In a close contest, the riders have spoken. Atkinson's Heelside Moab 5 comes one vote shy of three-time X Games champion Danny HARF for his Switch Heelside 9. For the biggest air, there was a long list of contenders. Eric Ruck with 46 frames in the air. Gator had 47. HARF again with 48 frames. Chad Sharpe also with 48. And Rusty Malinoski had 51. But the man in orbit the longest at 53 frames is this comp's namesake, Parks Bonifay.
It's not rigged, I swear. It's not rigged. This is my contest. Single dopest trick I've seen in forever, man. I'm stoked to see you up here taking the cash. $3 grand, how's it feel?
Oh, it's rad. I'm pumped. It was a fun contest. It's one of the best ones all year. Just go out and huck down. So I know I wanted to try to get that cab 9 laid down, and I got it second try. I was stoked it held up.
HARF is unofficial MVP with an assist for driving Parks' king-sized aerial.
I told him just kink it up as hard as you could, so I had like 4-foot rollers coming into my double ups and just got into one of them, actually a couple of them, and then booted it.
Well, hey, you guys saw it right here. Parks Bonifay's second annual Double or Nothing Double Up contest. Big ups to Mastercraft, Red Bull, and Fox. Check it out. We'll be back next year. Peace.
And for tonight, the Gators go hungry.